for a moment, it's absolutely correct that we can't quarrel over the estimated expenditure on this promise because we don't know how many people you'll classify as poor, and you're saying it doesn't need to be implemented on day one. But I want to draw you into the philosophy behind this promise. Now, the Modi government's premise economically is that we don't want to give handouts, doles to these people. We want to create employment opportunities which are self-sustaining so that it's not as if you just keep putting money into people's accounts that can potentially lead to societies and people becoming lazy. You want to create employment so they go out, earn their living, and that's how they make money. The charge, philosophically, I'm not on the quantum of the expenditure, just philosophically, the difference is you're saying just give the money, khatakat into people's bank accounts. How do you look at that, sir?
You are again making a speech. Please ask a question. What is the 5 kilogram per capita per month which is given to 80 crore people? Is it a freebie or not? Why did you not criticize that? Why did you not criticize that freebie as a waste of food, waste of grain? Therefore, don't become an advocate of the government's point of view. Allow us to implement our promise. If we don't implement our promise, hold us to account.
Sir, I'm saying leave the government and the opposition on the side. I have a fair sense of your economic views, and doles are not something you've typically been big on, especially when you were finance minister. I'm saying the philosophy of giving people money in their bank accounts. Do you think that is right? 8,500, the citizen does no work, he gets money in his bank account. Is that even right? Shouldn't the focus philosophically be on creating self-sustaining employment opportunities instead?
This is the point of view of the rich and the upper middle class. Please understand that there are poor in this country. This government has brainwashed most people in the last 10 years that there are no poor people in this country. Now, what about the 6,000 rupees per year that he gives to farmers? Is that not a freebie or not? I've given you 2 freebies of this government, 6,000 rupees per farmer per year. 5 kilograms per capita per month to 80 crore people. Those are freebies. When did you question that freebie? When did you ask the government to account for that before the program was implemented? The program is being implemented today. The numbers have come down. The number of farmers has come down sharply. I don't know, unless an audit is done of the free grain program, I don't know exactly how many of the 80 crore are getting it or not getting it. Therefore, allow a government to implement a program, then hold it to account. We are not even in power. We have not fleshed out the program. We have not rolled out a scheme. We have not presented to the parliament. We have not made a budget allocation. And you are asking us to explain and justify every detail of that. I don't remember you are asking Mr. Narendra Modi's government of every detail of the Kisan Samman program or every detail of the free grain program.
Mr. Chidambaram, with respect, you're putting on your lawyer's hat to respond to a financial question. You cited the example of a transfer of 6,000 rupees per year to farmers. I was questioning you about a promise of 8,500 rupees to poor households every month. 8,500 rupees every month versus 6,000 rupees per year for these farmers. So can it be said that you're responding like a lawyer to a question about finances? Is it you're saying that we aren't in power and therefore it doesn't matter? Is it because you aren't in power, therefore you think, okay, we can make these promises, it'll only be a headache if we come to power, till then we don't really need to find the maths and do the numbers?
Can I turn around and say you're putting in your journalistic act and questioning my argument? Now, what is the basis of your statement that we don't have money or this India will not have money? The first charge on the government's funds is for the poor. Let me repeat that. The first charge must be on poor. What about the tax cut that the Modi government gave to the corporate the corporate sector. In 1 year, the first year, it was 1,65,000 crore. Today, that 1,65,000 crore must have multiplied several times, and the cumulative impact of the tax cut to the corporate sector must be close to 10 lakh crore. What about the bad loans that were written off by the banks? Today, the finance minister has said that 32% is the recovery rate in the IBC. If 32% is the recovery rate, what about the remaining 68%? That is banks' money, banks' credit, which was written off. Therefore, let's calculate all that. When did you question, I ask you, when did your channel or you question the 32% recovery rate in IBC? When did you question the bad loans being written off? When did you question the tax rate cut from 30% to 22%?